start for the club. Also in is French forward Clarisse Labion. And Napoli, they make 4 amendments to the 11 that began the defeat to Milan last weekend. Matilda Lundorf, Generva Moretti, Michaela Giordano and Manuela Shabika, they all drop out of the side today. Deborah Nevellino, Maya Benusic, they make the starting 11 today. There's a first start of the campaign for Olamide Adugbe and a debut today for Inter Milan loanee Caterina Fakaras. And we are underway at the Stadio Mirko Fersini. The early possession with the visiting side Napoli. Here's Oliviero with the ball down that right hand side. Lazio in their dark blue shirts here today. Byzantine is the player who goes down. Back to her feet instantly, the captain of Lazio today. And the ball cleared away by Doris Bacic, the Napoli goalkeeper. First throw-in of the day for Martina Zanoli. Good strength in the middle. It's picked up by Adugbe. Sara Chatinha with the clearance into midfield. Lazio, as we said, collected the 3 points and the confidence boost that comes with a first win of the season last weekend when they beat Sassuolo 3-2 here. They were a goal down after just 24 minutes before Sassuolo's Davina Filcians was sent off 10 minutes later. Noemi Vicenton levelled soon after the break, but Gina Maria Chmielewski bucked the odds to equalise for Sassuolo within 2 minutes. As the game wore on though, Lazio made the extra player count, and Eleonora Goldoni on the hour mark, and then Martina Piamonte 4 minutes from time struck to seal Lazio's first win since promotion. Big moment for Gianluca Grassadoni's side. Federica Daria putting that out of play. There's Salvatore Mango, the manager of Napoli, managed Sampdoria to safety last season. Tremendous feat and achievement given the problems that they had before the start of the season. Very late putting a squad together, but he did a fine job with Sampdoria last year. He and his Napoli side at the moment sitting third bottom in Serie A Femminile at the moment. Paola Di Marino with the header. Zanoli now, safety first, and puts it out of Napoli player Melissa Bellucci with the final touch on that one. Zanoli with the throw, out on loan from Fiorentina once again this season, having spent the second half of the last 2 campaigns at Como, but she'll spend the full 2024-25 season at Lazio unless something unforeseen happens. Tenuzzo. Ball has evaded quite a few Lazio players, and there might be a chance here, and there is a chance, and that's a really good save. An excellent save. And Dugbe was with the shot. Chatinha pushing it away. And an excellent break by the visiting team. Real power in the shot as well by Olamide Adugbe. And Sarah Chatinha standing up strong and repelling the effort the Serbian international. So first chance of the game, and it goes the way of her team. Olamide Adugbe with the shot. First start for the club here today, the third appearance in total. Cleared away by Lazio. Vicentine is chasing after this one. Really good defending though. Great start to this game. Zhang now, Chinese international, former Levante, Badalona and PSG player. Sarah Chetini is a long way from her goal. Chance here for Oliviero to chase after this one. Catanuzzo across in no-nonsense fashion to see that behind for the goal kick for Napoli. Elisabetta Oliviero spent the last 2 seasons at Sampdoria and was a regular, starting 49 times in Serie A over the 2 campaigns. Doris Bacic, the former Juventus goalkeeper. Her 6th appearance of the campaign, 1 clean sheet thus far. Vicentine. It's loose. It's turned over by Yang. And it's Goldoni on the mark last week. That win. Plenty of possibilities here. Can Zanoli find the cross? Cut out successfully. Daria Chetini now. Eriksson. And Federica Daria again. Yang. Lazio being patient in their build-up. Levion. That's really nicely done. Can she find the cross? In it goes. Collected by Bacic. Lazio starting to emerge in this one as an attacking force in the game, even if the first real chance of the game went to Napoli early on. Whereas Bacic starting to see more and more of the ball in the last couple of minutes. There's De Marino. Bacic with the clearance. Zanoli. Yang. Zanoli again. Daria. Chetini once again a long way from her penalty area. Louise Eriksson back to her goalkeeper again. Daria. Here's Eriksson once more, Danish midfielder, signed from Kolding in her native Denmark just over 2 years ago. It's a lovely turn. Held it up really well too. The referee decides it's not a foul against the home side. Here's Oliviero. Here's Simonetti. Free kick once more. Napoli look to spring forward. Goldoni. Zanoli inside for Goldoni again. Eriksson. Oliviero. Not too much pace in that for Vicentine, but she'll do her best to make something of it. There's a coming together between she and Caterina Frakaras. Remy Vicentine not making anything of it. Salvatore Mango happy with what he's seen in the opening 10 minutes from his Napoli coming into today having been on the verge of a fine result against Milan last week, 0-0 in Naples with the match in stoppage time, but Shante Dumpig daggered Neapolitan Hearts with a 92nd minute winner for the Rossoneri. Monte, and that will be a foul. And the challenge on Caterina Ficaris. Martina Piemonte pleads her innocence. Tatanuzzo will take it. Made her 120th Serie A appearance against Milan last week. Ex-Roma player Tatanuzzo in her second campaign as a Napoli player. Long delivery forward. Too high for Napoli Muth. Competitive opening to this game. There's another player down in light blue. It's the captain, Paola Di Marino. No quarter given or asked by any side here in the early stages, and Paola Di Marino has been on the receiving end of that philosophy. The Napoli captain in her 6th campaign with the club. Made her 70th Serie A start for Napoli last weekend against Milan. Di Marino. She'll have to get some running repairs to see that she's okay to continue in this one. She'd be a significant loss for Salvatore Mango and his team. If anything, she's injured herself in that challenge against Martina Piemonte. Referee right on top of things. And Paola Di Marino back to her feet. The 30-year-old. She's limping quite heavily. She'll have to go off for a moment and ensure that she's okay to continue here. Napoli with 11 substitutes named today to just 7 for Lazio. So it should be an option on the bench for Salvatore Mango should he need it. But I suspect the captain will try and run this one off. Ball will be returned to Melissa Vellucci. It's not a bad looking ball towards Dugbe, but out quickly. Sara Cettigna, we've seen in the early stages here, she likes to hold a high line for her side. Here's Oliviero. Ficaris back to our goalkeeper. Elisabetta Oliviero played for Napoli in the 2020-21 season under Alessandro Pistolesi. Very much a Lazio player now. Competitive dynamo down that right hand side. Oliviero have to compete for this one now. Yang's header. Oliviero sends it forward in hope rather than expectation. Here's Yang, energetic in the middle. Lena Yang, it's not the best of passes, but something may well come of it here, and there might be a chance, and there is. Goldoni with the shot, it's blocked. It'll break again, back in once more. Who's it going to fall for on the edge? Yang is attacking it, and it's still not gone. Zanoli putting it in, and that's gone behind. And Lazio causing confusion at the back for Napoli. It was Martina Zanoli with the last effort, and she's disappointed, I think, with what she did with it. Goal kick goes the way of Napoli. But Lena Yang with that enterprising run, spotting the opportunity midway inside the Napoli half to burst onto the ball. That caused the problems. That's where they started. for Napoli. Here's Daria. Eriksson. Chatinha. Daria again. Loan from the division's leaders Juventus. What a loan they had today. Or what a win rather they had today against Roma. Winning by 2-1. 9 points the advantage they have at the top of the table. At the other end of the table. Cross in from that left hand side once more from Lazio. A free kick to Napoli. Here's Vicente. She's too much pace for Caras, who stretches out an arm and holds her back against the first yellow card of the game. The 23-year-old Inter Milan loanee, making her debut here today. Former Italy under-17 and under-19 international. Kick to Lazio. It's been an engaging enough opening 16 and a half minutes or so here. Spacic spotted a player who's not marked adequately as far as she'd be concerned. Eleonora Goldoni and Lena Yang, the players over the free kick here. Goldoni steps over it. Yang. Here's Simonetti. And now Zanoli. They'll change the angle of the delivery. Zanoli's cross in. Not a bad one. Here's Yang on the edge. And Simonetti. Simonetti's shot is deflected. I'm not entirely sure whether that helped her effort or not. Certainly it's landed in the hands of Doris Bacic. Might well have taken the sting out of the effort, but on another day that loops up and makes things really difficult for the goalkeeper. Oliviero. Now Yang, heavily involved, the Chinese international midfielder in the early stages here. She's been influential, Lena Yang. Felice Pelengeli with the throw-in. Bellucci. It's given away once more by Napoli. Lazio looking the better side in the early stages, even if Napoli had the best chance of the opening 18 minutes. There's Eriksson now. Yang. Slick, accurate pass into the feet of Bion. Goldoni. Zanoli. Zanoli again. Two players in Napoli shirts making things as awkward as possible. The throw-in. The decision certainly has gone the way of Lazio. Daria. There's Eriksson. Simonetti. Caras. That's a little heavy. Oliviero's quick throw in. Mistake by Yang. Serena for Karas with the throw-in. It's been a difficult enough opening 19.5 minutes for the 23-year-old. Foul on Jelcic. Free kick for Napoli. Karas will take it. Minutes on the clock. Karas with the free kick now. To lift it in behind that Lazio backline, and Sarah Chettinia came confidently but didn't claim it initially. Fortunate that when it bounced off her forehead, it fell county for her. There's Eriksson. Yang. Zanoli. Monte trying to use her body strength to engineer possession of the ball. De Marino fully recovered from that injury earlier. Goldoni. Dubbe. Daria making things awkward for her. Jelcic. Tidy passage of play this by both teams just in the last minute or so. Maybe Sarah Chettinia can reassert some order and things here. Here's Eriksson. Daria. Zanoli, not quite on the same wavelength as her teammate Clarice Bion. De Marino. That's a lot of Doris Bacic, who's enough just to thrash it out of play. It's lifted in to a dangerous area. Can it be forced over the line? It can't. Well, Piemonte and Vicentin were both lurking in there in the 6-yard box and perhaps got in each other's way. Ball was allowed to go a long way. De Marino probably needed to be more assertive, the captain of Napoli. And, well, Martina Piemonte and Noemi Vicentin, one of them, should have taken advantage of that uncertainty at the back. It stays 0-0 though. Here's Oliviero. Piemonte can't quite control it. Away again by Napoli. Eriksson, Yang. Oliviero. Vicentin can't control. Here's Simonetti now. She's going to invite Zanoli onto this one. Crossed though sharply is Pelengeli. Ball behind for a corner kick for Lazio. Certainly the home side looking the more accomplished of the two teams here in the opening 23.5 minutes. Flaminia Simonetti will take this one. Right-footed in-swinger for Doris Bacic and the Napoli defenders to deal with. Tina Piemonte wants it. Simonetti surveys her options in the middle. Federica Daria also in there as well, and that's a bit of a hash made of that offside against Simonetti, and it's a wasted one by Lazio. That won't please their manager. Lazio manager Gianluca Grassadonia will be relatively pleased with how his team have acquitted themselves on the return to the top flight, not just today. Win against Sassuolo and draws against Sampdoria. That stunning opening day, or opening weekend win, or draw rather, 2-2 with the champions Roma. It has Lazio on a very creditable 5 points. 4 points clear of Sassuolo at the bottom. Vicente, forward by Simonetti. The challenge is well timed by Di Marino. There's Vicentine again, and she can't control it this time. Noemi Vicentine scored Lazio's first last week in that 3-2 win over Sassuolo. Her second goal of the season. Olamide Dugbe probably had the game's outstanding chance early on, saved by Sara Cetinia. You can add to that the scramble in the 6-yard box from which neither Martina Piemonte and Noemi Vicentine could take advantage a few minutes ago. For Lazio, that was really their best chance in the opening 26 minutes. Harris is a long way forward. Oliviero is across. Gets her body between her opponent and the ball, and it's done well to draw the foul. Elisabetta Oliviero. Piemonte. Simonetti was being held, she felt, as did some of her teammates, but play is allowed to continue. Here's Jelcic. And the free kick awarded against Oliviero. Maja Jelcic, the player on the receiving end. Maja Banasic, who we've seen very little of in the opening 27.5 minutes. The Swedish forward. She'll leave it there for Katarina Frakaros. Napoli will leave the defensive pressure on themselves and maybe threaten Sara Cetinia. Long one into the penalty area. It's Lazio who dominate in the air in there at the moment. Noemi Vicentine unable to keep that in play. Piemonte, what a turn that is. And Vicentine is on her bike. And across comes Tecla Pettenuzzo. Appeals for a foul by Lazio supporters. Daria. Zanoli. Cetinia. Always an option for the Lazio back four. Here's Cetinia again. She made the move from Inter in the close season, for whom she played 23 times last season, collecting 5 clean sheets across the campaign. Still waiting for her first clean sheet though with Lazio. At the moment, things are heading that way. There's Cetinia again. Simonetti. Yang. Loses out. Jelcic to hold it up. Banusic to the penalty area. The cross in, throws a Dugbe, but cleared away by Lazio. Now Simonetti exchanges passes with Piemonte. Beyond Piemonte, Simonetti, first time ball, sweeps it across to this right hand side. Oliviero, wonderful pass. Oliviero's cross in, and the header blocked by Di Marino. Here's Vicentine. Lazio still looking for that opening goal. Zanoli attempted the cross once, now twice. Away by Napoli. Yang will try and keep it alive. The best of passes. Oliviero will keep it in play. Simonetti for Yang. Yang caught perhaps by Adugbe as she released that ball. Lazio throw in. Zanoli. Goldoni. Piemonte. Nice feet by Piemonte on the shot. Couple of deflections. It'll break for Vicentine. Onside. Vicentine looking for the cross. Nobody there in dark blue. There is now. And that's going to be an offside against Clarisse Lebion. Intense pressure in the last couple of minutes by the home side. These two teams coming into the game with one thing in common for sure, and that's that their only win this season has come against the same team, Sassuolo. The win against Sassuolo 3 weeks ago represents Napoli's only points accrued this season. And of course last week, Lazio seeing off Sassuolo by 3-2. Indeed, that win against Sassuolo 3 weeks ago for Napoli. Their only win stretching all the way back 13 matches into last season. Here's Lazio now. The heavy touch, and here's Simonetti. Oliviero, loads of space in which to measure the cross, and it's not a bad one. Oh, that's just outside the post. Brilliant play by Lazio. Tremendous from Goldoni as well, the effort just the wrong side of the post, but the cross from Oliviero measured it brilliantly. And Goldoni can't quite angle it inside the post. But time and again, Oliviero being found out on this right hand side by Flaminia Simonetti, who started this game so well in midfield alongside Lena Yang. Yang, Piemonte. Still Piemonte. Managed to eke out the ball to Oliviero. Or pass, too much pace on it for Lebion. Oliviero. Eriksson. Eriksson again. Yang, Piemonte, that's clever. Vicentine, as ever. Oliviero is on this right hand side. Once again, the cross is dangerous, and there's surely the opening goal. No. Noemi Vicentine arriving in the right place at the right time, but a dramatic block. And it's a corner kick instead for Lazio, when it looked certain the net would bulge. Number 99, Vicente, looked certain that she'd score, and it may well have come off Clarisse Lebihan, her own player. Oliviero once more with the cross. Vicentine's shot, and yeah, it's come off Lebihan and gone behind. And it remains 0-0. The corner kick. And Simonetti, the player who meets it. Well, that's a let-off for the visiting side. Noemi Vicentine, her eyes must have lit up as she came onto that ball. Goal number 3 of the season looked a certainty. And unfortunately for her and for Clarisse Lebihan, it's not to be, and it remains 0-0 at Stadio Mirko Fersini. It's been an entertaining opening 35 minutes, even if it has mostly been Lazio asking the questions, but Napoli are going to have to find an answer to Elisabetta Oliviero on this right hand side. Her crosses are looking increasingly dangerous, and she's finding acres of space in behind Caterina Fraccaros, who's on the ball at the moment and being pressurised by Vicente. Suspicion of a foul by Yang for a push, but referee and officials uninterested. Here's Cetinha. Daria. Zanoli. Now Eriksson. Simonetti. Oliviero, the target of the pass, and she has it now. Vicentine keeps it in play. Fraccaros can't quite nick it away from her. Vicentine still. She's got Piemonte for assistance. Here's Simonetti. Good strength from the Napoli defender to dispossess her, but they've given it away again to Zanoli. Napoli will need to be much more careful and protective of the ball. Here's Vicentine now. Vicentine with the shot, and it's come off Fraccaros, and well, Vicentine felt that there was a handball, and it certainly looked like there was some sort of a deflection. Goal kick is the award. Here's Doris Bacic, member of the Juventus squad that won the title in 2019-20 and 2021. Played a part in all of those triumphs, the international player. And Dugbe can't quite take it with her. Daria is there to take over the possession. She's got Goldoni and Yang. Eriksson. Vicentine. That's a good step over. And there's an opportunity for Goldoni. He'd look to return it back in towards Lebihan, who it was with the imagination just a step over the ball, aware of her teammate behind her. But the return ball from Goldoni disappointing. You have it back again though. Napoli unable to keep the possession. Piemonte with the trick. Here's Zanoli. Zanoli attacking the penalty area. Lebihan in towards Piemonte. Piemonte's turn and shot. Bacic with the save. Piemonte. Oliviero again in a crossing position. It's a teasing one. Not to Elisabetta Oliviero's usual standard, certainly the standard she set so far in this match. We'll see a change here. Double change indeed. And the first one. So Novellino and De Giamarino coming into the game. No real surprise, Caterina Vacaros making away. Skobson straight into the side. So she has had a difficult opening 40 minutes or so for Vacaros on her debut. And Matilda Lundorf will try and stem the flow of attacks down that right-hand side for Lazio. And Deborah Novellino going off as well, replaced by Virginia De Giamarino. So Salvatore Mango acknowledging that his side were struggling in this game and acknowledging that it needed a change, which he's made. And will that change the pattern of the game? Header from Di Marino. Goldini for Zanoli. Simonetti. Matilda Lundorf's first real involvement is to ensure the ball reaches her goalkeeper. And it looks like Lundorf has gone in at right back, with Alice Pelengeli moving across to the left-hand side for Napoli. Tatanuzzo. This is Pelengeli. Done by Banusic. Might be a chance here. I think it was Natalie Muth throwing herself in the challenge on the ball and on the goalkeeper, who has come off with some sort of an injury from that exchange. Sara Chatigna still down. It is Natalie Muth. Confirmation. American midfielder into the referee's notebook. She spent the last season at German side Duisburg, and in Spain before that with Levante, Badalona and Eibar. Natalie Muth has also played in Kazakhstan. Here's that challenge again. Ball was there to be won, in the opinion of the American. And Sara Chatigna certainly wasn't going to let her have it all her own way. Natalie Muth will have to be careful now. The second Napoli player to be yellow carded in this first half, even if the first of them has gone off. Caterina Vacaros. 2 for Maja Jelcic with the flick on that created that chance for Natalie Muth to challenge for the ball. moves really well. The Bosnia and Herzegovina player. Once again, Jatinha is being challenged. Here's Vicente. We're inside the final minute of the opening 45. Here's Yang. Daria. Sliding challenge there from Di Marino. Yang just had a wry look at as she evaded it. Here's Eriksson. Simonetti, Yang. Zanoli. 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Lazio finishing the half as they have spent much of it in possession of the ball. Yang with it. Eriksson lofts it forward. Yang, first time up towards Piemonte. Booted clear by Napoli. Lovely turn by Simonetti. Piemonte pressurised into concession of the ball. Jelcic, sliding challenge from Oliviero. She claims that she got the ball and she's going to get a yellow card here. She's been on the edge with a couple of those, Elisabetta Oliviero, in this first half, and they've accumulated sufficiently for the referee to decide it was time for sanction. Oliviero, the first Lazio player into the referee's notebook. Here's Bacic coming from her goal to take this free kick. One delivery forward, high line being held by Lazio. Away by Eriksson. Too high for Piemonte. Daria wins the header. Thundered away, and that's a mistake. And here's Vicente. Di Marino loses her bearings. Vicentine has it. She's got Piemonte. And now Simonetti, but the pass wasn't right. Here's Oliviero. Her cross in. Headed on by Goldini and collected in the air by Bacic. And a promising moment comes to nothing for Lazio. Dario with the header. Bellucci turns on it. Lundorf is giving that away. Yang. Here's Lundorf again. Piemonte's header. Goldini for Yang. Step over is clever by Simonetti. Oliviero. Di Marino gets it away. Jelcic. Pettinuzzo, and that's the last action of the first half. Welcome back to our coverage of this from Stadio Mirko Fersini. Lazio versus Napoli. Lazio 0, Napoli 0 at half-time. Lazio enjoying the lion's share of possession in that first half, but unable to find a way past Doris Bacic in the Napoli goal. We're going to see a change at half-time here from Napoli. And Olamide Adugbe making way for Ginevra Moretti. So Moretti into the match. Celebrated her 19th birthday last Sunday, Ginevra Moretti. And, well, if she can get herself a goal here today and get her side a goal, it would certainly enhance her birthday week. It'll be the visitors to get us back underway, which they do. Lazio 0, Napoli 0 in a side mostly affecting the bottom half of the Serie A Femminile table. Having said that, Napoli, should they get a win here today, would be within a point of the top half. Team in 5th place at the moment are the champions Roma after that defeat to Juventus earlier on today. They sit on 9 points. Lazio with a chance to go to 8 points here today with a win. That would be a superb return from their opening 6 games of their return to the top division of women's Italian football. They were the better side in that first half. Napoli, though, did have a threat. Dugbe with a chance early on in the match, which she didn't take. Here come Lazio again. Goldini for Zanoli. Good feet by Zanoli. Helps it on, looking for the run of Goldini, but Lundorf is there. And Napoli bring it away. Here's Pelengeli up against Visentin. We're used to going the other way, Visentin, and Pelengeli has gone past her. Cross in from Napoli, dealt with by Lina Yang. And instead, Napoli again. Pelengeli is a long way forward. She's got Jelcic on the edge of the penalty area. Eriksson trying to make sure the cross doesn't come in. It does, but it's gone behind. And it doesn't over-threaten Sara Cetinja or the Lazio defenders. Serbian international goalkeeper between the sticks here today for the Roman side. Melissa Bellucci. Hopefully the 4th club she's been loaned to from Juventus after Empoli, Sassuolo and last season Fiorentina. Bellucci. So many players on display with both of these teams who are on loan from Juventus. Juventus, of course, top of the table after that win over Roma. They already were, but the distance between they and the champions, now 9 points. They hold a 3-point advantage just over Fiorentina. Back to matters at hand here. Here's Simonetti now. Visentin. Jelcic. Pelengeli has been sanctioned for the foul on Visentin. And the referee just maintaining discipline in the game. Doesn't feel the need to show a yellow card instantly. That's good refereeing by Silvia Gasparotti. Free kick to Lazio results nevertheless. Here's Simonetti now. Doria. Eriksson. Eriksson will send it into the penalty area towards Piemonte. De Marino is in there. Really challenging with her head. There was an offside anyway. Napoli are unbeaten in 3 of their 4 Serie A games against Lazio. 2 wins and a draw. The most recent encounter in Naples in April 2022 finished in a 1-0 win for the team from Rome. And the team who've looked most likely here today is Zanoli. He was in conceding the throw-in, which was taken quickly. Here's Yang. Good ball by Yang. Here Piemonte onto that right foot. The cross in by Piemonte. Dangerous area. Could go all the way. Pettinuzzo, the Napoli defender, was following her runner and could easily have taken Doris Bacic's eye off the ball, but didn't. Bacic does well to keep her eye on the ball and watch it all the way. Visentin was on the run and Pettinuzzo followed her, and rightfully so. But Bacic had to watch that all the way to ensure it didn't sneak in. Remy Visentin has been a real busybody in that Lazio front line here today, popping up in all sorts of positions, making it really difficult for the Napoli defenders. Really is a live wire, Remy Visentin. Here though is Lundorf. Lundorf has carried this quite a distance, and well, whether that was intended to be a pass for Maja Jelcic or a shot at goal, not entirely sure, but Matilda Lundorf will be disappointed with that. Here's Federica Daria, another one of those players on loan from Juventus. In fact, her loan move has already garnered a point for Lazio, thanks to her late equaliser against Sampdoria in the 1-1 draw last month. There's Pettinuzzo again being pressured, this time by Piemonte. Pettinuzzo, that's a good challenge. But it's going to be a throw-in to Lazio. Timed the challenge well. Pettinuzzo. Well, looks like the officials have awarded the free kick to Lazio. Not a well-timed challenge to me. May well have taken the player first, though, in fairness. Martina Piemonte on the receiving end. Simonetti and Zanoli, the two players standing over this one. In swinger from Zanoli, out swinger from Simonetti. Zanoli looks to be the player preparing to take it. Both players in conversation. It will not be decided just yet, keeping everyone guessing in the middle. Will be Zanoli, left-footed delivery in, it's over there. Well, it's hit the crossbar by Zanoli. Bacic looked fairly comfortable and confident, and he wasn't going to drop under. Martina Zanoli, she'd consider that she went close then. Eriksson's ball. Simonetti still over on that right-hand side. She's a runner on her right. The cross in, dealt with by Di Marino. Strong defending by the Napoli captain. Napoli throw-in. Here's that free kick from Zanoli. It's always likely to be difficult to just loop that in underneath the crossbar, with Doris Bacic having her eyes on it all the way. Here's Piemonte forward for Visentin. Simonetti loses out in midfield to Bellucci. Napoli's passing just not good enough at the start of this second half. Maja Jelcic in the forward line. Really difficult job for her this evening. A lot of running and very little reward. Here's Louise Eriksson. Daria. Zanoli. Stolen from her by Moretti, but unfairly so. Zanoli holding her left ankle. Ginevra Moretti certainly caught the Lazio fullback. Here's Eriksson. Yang, first time ball, that's a lovely pass. That's going to be a free kick and a yellow card. Pettinuzzo in on Tommy Vizzentini. And Tecla Pettinuzzo into the referee's notebook. Well, Salvatore Mango's team have been aggressive in the challenge here today. They've had to be to compete with Lazio, who look the more talented of the two sides from what we've seen in the opening 55 minutes or so. Just on occasion, they've overstepped the line slightly, and that was one of them. Tecla Pettinuzzo into the referee's notebook. It'll be a free kick for the home team. Simonetti, the player to take it. Everyone lined up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Simonetti's cross in, loops it in. Aldini will look to keep it alive, but once again there's an offside. Has it gone behind? It'll be a Napoli ball in any case. Well, one thing that Salvatore Mango has certainly done with this Napoli team, he's made them more difficult to breach. The level of possession that Lazio had in that first half, and at the start of this, certainly last season they'd have lost a couple of goals, but not so far in this one. Napoli looking difficult to break down at the back, offering very little going forward. We'll hope that their chances will come in moments, perhaps, if they can stay strong and tight and resolute at the back. Daria for Eriksson here. Here's Yang. Chatinha, Oliviero, lovely touch by Oliviero. The delivery though not of the required standard, and neither is that by Doris Bacic. It's going to be a corner kick for Lazio. You can see the disappointment on her face. Captain Paola De Marino encouraging her to forget about it. She'll struggle to forget about it should Lazio score from this. She'll have sleepless nights. Martina Zanoli across to take the corner kick. And she'll deliver it right underneath that crossbar. Zanoli's corner, left-footed in towards the front post. Flicked on by a Napoli head. Back in by Simonetti. Vizzentini is in there. Jelcic is in there for Napoli. They need to get this away. They can't quite do so. Simonetti just lofts it back into a dangerous area, but too much on it for Martina Piemonte. Bacic was always favoured and collected it. They've given it away again here, Napoli. Goldini towards Vizzentini. Vizzentini scrapping for it. Now Zanoli. Lundorf with the foul on Clarice Lebion. Lazio free kick. Me, says Clarice Lebion, and it will be her to take the free kick. That's the instruction from Gianluca Grassadonia. The Napoli defence will have to organise itself again. Zanoli there as the left-footed option. Lina Yang and Louise Eriksson await their opportunity to attack this. Lebion and Zanoli. What can Lazio do with this? Zanoli steps over it. Lebion swings it in. Bacic comes to claim. She may have made a slight error a moment ago, Doris Bacic, but she's been accomplished in almost everything she's been asked to do this evening. She's been a reassuring presence for her team back there. 29-year-old goalkeeper. Here's the 23-year-old serve at the other end. Now Eriksson. Chatinha again. Daria. Zanoli.
Vai quando vuoi. Sì, vado dietro e esco forte, dai. Sì, vado dietro, esco forte.
Oliviero flicked on by Simonetti. Visentin chasing Piemonte after the back pass.
Okay.
Eriksson's header is a little short. Jelcic. That's read by Yang. Good ball, Oliviero. Visentin getting forward. Here's Goldini. Zanoli left hand side. This is Zanoli. Zanoli's cross in. It's behind everybody in dark blue. It'll break for Goldoni with the shot. Here's Lebion. Now Zanoli. Yang. Goldini dispossessed. It'll be a foul for the challenge on Melissa Bellucci. Well, Lazio have had so much of the ball, and we've spoken in this game already about how resolute Napoli have been, but the truth also is that apart from some of those crosses from Elisabetta Oliviero in the first half, the final ball from Lazio has been poor on occasion, on more than one occasion. It'll have to improve to take the maximum points that they arguably deserve from this one. And the balance of play. The balance of play doesn't always win the match. Going to see a change here for Napoli. It'll be Maja Jelcic who will make way for Melania Martinovic. Martinovic should be feeling relatively at home today. She was born in Rome and began her career with Res Roma. Signed from Como. Martinovic in for her 6th appearance for her new club. Deserved break for Maja Jelcic, who's had to run really hard across that forward line for Napoli on her own today. Here's Oliviero. Her influence on the game perhaps dampened a little bit since the change that Salvatore Mango made before half-time when he introduced Matilda Lundorf, and Alice Pelengeli came across to that left-hand side for Napoli. Karos had a difficult opening 40 minutes or so for Napoli, but that avenue of attack has been shut down a little bit by Napoli. Let's go fouled by Di Marino. And another yellow card. This time for the Napoli captain, and their frustration very clear. She's all over Martina Zanoli. Little complaints when she sees that bag. Paolo Di Marino, both hands on the back of the Lazio left full back. And Zanoli, one of the players standing over this too. Silvia Gasparotti, she's refereed this well. Clarice Lebion favoured to take it. Maja Vanusic, the sole player in the Napoli wall for the moment. She'll be joined by Virginia Di Marino. Lebion with the free kick here. Zanoli there as well, but it'll be the French player to take it. Lebion's delivery in. Defended at the front post. It'll be another corner kick for Lazio. It was Natalie Muth with the block at the front post. Corner kick for Lazio. Simonetti cuts onto the right foot. Simonetti shot blocked by Di Marino. Oliviero keeps it alive for Lazio. A player over on this left hand side. It's Lebion again, and Lebion, that's going to be another free kick for Lazio. No yellow card this time for the challenge by Moretti. But the free kicks starting to accumulate in number for Lazio as the pressure intensifies. But still, Doris Bacic hasn't had much to do in the second half in terms of making saves. Lazio haven't made the possession count. Here's Simonetti. Zanoli with a little dance as well. Zanoli moves away. Simonetti's free kick. It's too close to Bacic, is it? No, she's not got to it. Here's Simonetti again. Tries to clip it back in. The block is made in there by Di Giammarino. Simonetti. Oliviero. Handball surely against Banusic. The referee says yes. Free kick to Lazio. Taken quickly but from an incorrect position. Here's Daria.
Ci siamo ragazzi? Andata, ritorno, parto.
Eriksson. Vicentin won't keep that in play. Well, Napoli coming to this one. Their record against newly promoted teams has plenty of room for improvement. They've lost each of their last 3 Serie A games against newly promoted opponents. The most recent success against the new arrival from Serie B, however, dates back to November of 2021. Their opponents on that occasion, Lazio. Napoli winning that match on a 4-3 scoreline. I can't see 7 goals in this one, barring a remarkable last 24 minutes or so. Daria reads that well. Goldini for Zanoli. Might be time for Gianluca Grassadonia to freshen things up on the forward line for Lazio. Martina Piemonte has struggled to make an impact in this second half. Even Noemi's Vicentin's influence in the game has waned a little.
Sì, cambia lato, sì, sì, vieni, dai. Ok, Ines, aspetta. Ines.
Here is Piemonte. Racing clear of Lundorf. Piemonte. Support from Lebion, but walking back there is Giammarino. Banusic. Lebion. She was having her shirt tugged but still managed to squeeze out the pass to Goldini. Here's Simonetti. Simonetti away from Martinovic. Lebion looking for Zanoli to go on her outside. Lebion sends the cross in towards Piemonte. Out comes Bacic. Down goes Bacic. Here's Vicentin. Vicentin trying to wriggle away from a couple of players in light blue. But Pelengeli it is that brings it away. Oliviero now. Here's Yang. Yang in towards Piemonte. It's going to break here. Here's Lebion. Lebion back onto the right foot. Lebion shot. Players in light blue throwing themselves at it inside the penalty area in defiance of Lazio. And a change for the home team on the way. And a Napoli player down at the moment. Is it the captain, Di Marino, in the wars again? She hasn't really moved since she went down in that scrap for the ball a couple of moments ago. Simonetti finding Lebion. And certainly Di Marino, who's picked up the injury. I presume it's in the manner in which she fell that she's hurt herself here. Salvatore Mango won't want to lose his captain for the remaining 21 minutes plus stoppage time. It seems to be that left shoulder. Mango barking out orders. Marino, some discomfort with that left shoulder. Is it enough to force her off is the question. Jone Kaya is coming into the game to replace Noemi Vicentine. Vicentine's influence on the match waning in the second half somewhat. And Jone Kaya will replace her, the Hungarian, for her 5th appearance of the season. Kayan played the second half of last season on loan at Como from Fiorentina. Napoli throw it. Is there a deadlock breaker in this game from either side? Here's Goldini. Lundorf happy to see that out of play for the throw-in. Every one of these throw-ins just chews up a few extra seconds for the visiting team.
Ines, slalom, avanti, slalom e vado. Sì, vieni qua, slalom di nuovo, brava. Sì, cambio di direzione,
another change
dai.
for Napoli. Viola Nambi coming in to replace Maria Benusic, Ugandan international. Started 16 times for Pomigliano last season, scoring once against Juve. So Nambi in for Benusic.
Frequenza, dai, avampiede, andiamo, bravi. Sì, sempre così. Andiamo lato.
Here's Zanoli now.
Facciamo da qua, slalom, via la prima, Ines, slalom.
Being protected by Piemonte, but Lundorf puts it out of play for a throw, and you can see the urgency in Lazio. Yellow card for Martina Piemonte, presumably for something that's happened off the ball. Well, the spirit of competition has been strong in this game. Martina Piemonte into the referee's notebook. Throw in for Lazio. Free kick to Napoli as the result. Lazio win last weekend over Sassuolo incidentally means that the Bianco Celesti have a chance today to make it 2 consecutive victories in a season for the first time in more than 14 years in Serie A. February-March 2010 when they won 3 on the trot. That was the last time they managed back-to-back wins. It's a long time ago for Lazio, and they're running out of time here if they're to achieve it. 17 minutes of regular time remaining. Martinovic with the nice turn, and she's drawn the foul. Lena Young has stayed down too, holding that left knee. Chinese midfielder for Lazio. Federica Gloria making sure that Melania Martinovic would not have the opportunity to progress with the ball. It looks like it might well be a cramp issue for Lena Young. It can be very difficult to run off. It might well mean an enforced change here for Gianluca Grassadonia. Very similar to some of her other players, she's been less influential in this second half. Probably because so much of the play has been inside the Napoli half. She needs space to play in to some extent. Lena Yang, she's a very intelligent player and a lovely passer of the ball. Looks like she'll be a really useful acquisition for Lazio as this season goes on. Making her third appearance for the club here today, the former Levante, Badalona and PSG player. She's off for the moment. Napoli with 11 against 10 for the moment. Here's Piemonte. Piemonte has released Kayan. What a challenge that is. Immaculately timed. Kayan could see the whites of Doris Bacic's eyes, but her progress was stopped, and now Napoli at the other end. Moretti. The cross comes in. Not many players in there in light blue. Lena Yang back there, and there's a corner kick for Napoli. A rare enough sight in this second half. Can they make it count? Melissa Bellucci will take it. Bellucci. This will really sting Lazio if they can score from it. Into the front post, flicked on towards goal by Natalie Muth, but over the crossbar. 14 minutes of the 90.
Ok, ci mettiamo per due, andiamo ad allungare fino alla linea di competenza, andiamo anche a bere, eh? Ok? Vieni, vieni, allunga, allunga e poi a bere chi deve bere, forza!
That corner kick, incidentally, for Napoli, their first of the game. 2-4 for Lazio, which gives you an indication of what way things have gone. Here's the area. Zanoli. First time ball inside by Levion towards Goldini. Away by Nambi. Area. Here's Chatigna. Both players seem to have a hold of each other's shirts. The free kick has gone the way of Lazio. Lundorf gets back to her feet slowly. Clarice Levion makes her way away from the ball and leaves it for Martina Zanoli to take this one. Zanoli. Daria. Simonetti now. Oliviero is on the right hand side. Here's Eriksson. And Eriksson has tried that ball for Oliviero in this half once already, and it didn't work out then. It didn't work out this time either. Difficult to make the ball hold up when you chip it in behind like that. Giuseppina Marazza about to come into the match for Lena Yang. So Yang had that cramp a few moments ago. Marazza into the game. She is just under 12 minutes plus stoppages to influence this match. Giuseppina Marazza, she played for Napoli much earlier in her career. She'll be 30 this day next month. Marazza.
Vieni, se parto, se parto, se parto. Buono.
Kayan with the foul. Napoli now with a free kick. Lazio must fear these set pieces for Napoli. We've all read the script in the past, side being resilient and holding out their opposition and then striking late on. That must be the scenario that Lazio fear in this one. Morassa inside for Goldini, foul. Free kick for Lazio. Dario wanted to take it quickly. Here's Eriksson. Dario again. Lundorf in the way. Nambi, what a turn that is. Simonetti scrapping for it. Here's Dario. Simonetti. Dario again. Oliviero. Kayan. Dario. Piemonte. Napoli standing firm. Simonetti winning it back for her side. Dario. Lundorf's header comes off her teammate Nambi. Throw in for Lazio. Simonetti. It's a tired looking pass from Simonetti and a tired looking fall to the ground by Piemonte. Have Lazio expended all they have in this game? Or is there another push? Here's Lebian. Good challenge by Bellucci, just to nip it off her toes. And now Napoli might see an opportunity to bring it forward and hurt their opponents. Goldini. Morassa. Good ball for Oliviero. Acres of space ahead of the fullback. Oliviero's cross in. And is it a cross or is it an attempted goal? It's immaterial either way. Doris Vacic and our manager will be very pleased with how Napoli have held Lazio at bay in this second half relatively comfortably. Header from Goldini. Morassa forward. De Marino. Forward again by Zanoli. Here's Nambi. Shown some nice touches since she's come into the game. Martinovic has it taken from her. Zanoli. Nambi. Throw in for Lazio. Now Doria. Simonetti. Oliviero. Simonetti to the feet of Piemonte. Oh, Pettinuzzo read it so well. A masterclass in central defensive play up against a forward. Pettinuzzo timing her challenge perfectly to win it ahead of Piemonte. Here's Daria. Clips it up towards Piemonte. Once again, Napoli stand firm. Daria once more, but there's two players down in light blue. The referee will allow some attention here. And Napoli will be pleased for the opportunity to just break up the play. Both of these sides at the moment in the bottom half of Serie A, and at the moment certainly involved in the relegation question, even if it is early season. Lazio start though, if they can maintain it, suggests that they will avoid the scrap at the bottom. It's worth reiterating the situation around relegation because it's been changed for this season. Serie A changing from a 10-team division to 12. Just the bottom side from this season's final placings will be relegated automatically. No playoff with any Serie B clubs. Whoever finishes 10th or bottom of the relegation group will go down, and the top 3 from Serie B will be promoted. And it's a nasty looking injury, isn't it, for Pettinuzzo. She might well have lost a tooth. She's been very brave today alongside Paola Di Marino. She looks undeterred as she makes her way off. You would not be surprised to see Tecla Pettinuzzo coming back into this game in spite of that. But they'll have to stem the flow of blood, which was evident. Pettinuzzo wants back into this match. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Napoli, you have to say, for their defensive resoluteness and performance here today, are on their way to a point that they merit. Lundorf trying to protect it. 2 players in dark blue trying to win the ball. Nambi puts it behind. Corner kick, which is furious. Corner kick for Lazio. Lazio corner kick. It'll be left, and it'll be Morazza who'll take it. Not long into the game, Giuseppina Morazza. Just 6.5 minutes in the match. Can she make it happen? Punch by Bacic. The referee unhappy. Will want it to be retaken by Morazza, who herself has played for Napoli. And now with fewer than 5 minutes remaining, she'll try and hurt her old team. Morazza's corner kick. Will it be the same again? Towards the front post. Still not away by Napoli. Le Bihan trying to get turned on it, but now Napoli do bring it away. One back by Morazza. Nambi goes in on it. Morazza squeezes it out to Doria. Here's Simonetti. Takes just a little short stop and takes stock, and then swings it into the penalty area. Lundorf is there. It's behind. It's another corner kick for Lazio. Matilda Lundorf this time with the intervention. Giuseppina Morazza will take it again. Right arm is in the air. That movement with that signal in the middle. It's towards the front post once more. Headed away. Nambi can't control. Throw in to Lazio. Morazza will take it rather than waiting on Zanoli. Less than 3 minutes of the 90 on the clock. Here's Eriksson. Just lumps it into the middle. It's going to break in there for Piemonte. Can't control it. Pettinuzzo back into the game. Gets it away. Napoli, can they hold on to it? That's a smart little turn by Bellucci. And now Napoli come forward down the left-hand side with Pelengeli. Pelengeli's cross in. Doria sends it away. Pelengeli still there. Kayan there for Lazio. Free kick awarded to the home side. Lice Pelengeli with a rare opportunity to come forward for Napoli. Here's Morazza, and there's going to be a foul, is it, for the challenge on Virginia Di Giamarino. 2 minutes of the 90 left. And Napoli will just take their time over this one. They certainly haven't sent the cavalry forward. Into the penalty area it goes, but straight into the hands of Cetinha. She races up to the edge of her penalty area to release the ball. Good touch by Simonetti. Eriksson for Oliviero. Eriksson again. Doria. Eriksson. Here's Piemonte, looking to just slip away from our marker. Away by Petinuzzo. Up to the chest of Martinovic. No foul, but they have the ball still, Napoli. We're inside the final minute here. Nambi was on the run forward. Lazio have it back. That's a clever ball by Marazza. Now Goldini. Here's Zanoli. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Zanoli, can she find the cross? What a piece of defending that is by Di Marino. With Piemonte lurking behind her. Zanoli again. Nambi snapping at her heels illegally. Free kick for Lazio. Viola Nambi with the concession of the foul. And the clock will tick over the 90-minute mark. And this will be one of the very last chances for Lazio in this game. No question about the foul. Zanoli and Marazza over the free kick. Doris Bacic is organising her two-person wall. Can Lazio find the delivery? It's towards the back post, clawed away by Bacic. Pelengeli is after it. And that's going to be a throw-in for Napoli. Oliviero in the way. And we have 5 minutes of stoppage time. Plenty of time for an opportunity to be made, but the truth is neither of these sides have made many opportunities in this second half. Is there time for that to change? Here's Kayan. Marazza's touch, Piemonte. Here's Zanoli. Zanoli. Now Levian. Dauria. Chance to cross it in. Header away by Petinuzzo. Here's Levian. Checks back. Dauria will send it in. Dauria's ball in towards Piemonte, headed away by Di Marino. And now Martinovic for Napoli. Dauria wants the ball back. She can't get it fairly. Well, it looked like a push in the back of Martinovic. It'll be a yellow card for, I believe, an official. Yes, it's Salvatore Mango on the receiving end of that one. A throw-in for Lazio. And to be honest, I'm as surprised as Mr. Mango at that one. 2 minutes of stoppage time played. Here's Chettigna. Lazio will consider this 2 points dropped should they not get a winner. Of that there's no doubt. Here's Dauria. First time ball by Zanoli to Marazza. Great pass. Marazza's cross in. It's a dangerous one. Oh, and it's across the face of goal. It was a brilliant ball. Piemonte throwing herself at it at the back. And might well have picked up an injury for her trouble. But it was a brilliant cross, a teasing one for Marazza. Everybody in a Lazio shirt afraid to touch it. Everybody, or a Napoli shirt rather, everyone in a Lazio shirt just unable to get a touch on it. Piemonte won't want attention. Here's that cross again for Marazza. And they talk about dangerous areas inside the 6-yard box. And that's exactly what they talk about. Piemonte straining herself to get to it, literally. It stays 0-0. Bacic with the goal kick. Simonetti, Piemonte, it's gone in the wrong direction. And she does look like she's struggling now. Martina Piemonte. Nambi. Here's Marazza again. Zanoli. Nambi working very hard down that Napoli right hand side. Here's Daria. Less than a minute of stoppage time remaining. Oliviero will send it in, and it's dropped short. Daria is onto it. Now Zanoli. Daria once more. They need to send it in here, Lazio, which they do, and it's Piemonte attacking it. But Paola Di Marino, that's why she's captain. And Piemonte's evening is over. And Lazio's evening almost over too. More superb defending back there by Paola Di Marino, the Napoli captain. Just ensuring that Martina Piemonte didn't have a free header at that. And the referee's final whistle of the game is a matter of moments away, you'd imagine. Here's Chettina. Now Daria. And there is the 5 minutes of stoppage time, and there is the final whistle from Silvia Gasparov.